Most diabetics focus on what they eat and the medications they take. But what if that's not enough? What if your blood sugar is rising? Not because of sugar, but because you're missing three essential vitamins your body quietly depends on. These deficiencies are sneaky. They're common, and they're silently making blood sugar harder to control day after day. You might feel tired, foggy, or even experience nerve pain and never realize it's linked to low vitamin levels. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the three critical vitamins every diabetic should know about, not just to manage blood sugar, but to protect your energy, nerves, and long-term health. Stay with us, because knowing this could change how you manage diabetes forever. Vitamin number 1, vitamin D. Vitamin D is not just about strong bones. It is deeply connected to your body's ability to control blood sugar. In fact, low levels of this sunshine vitamin have been directly linked to insulin resistance, a major problem for anyone managing diabetes. Your body needs vitamin D to help cells respond properly to insulin. Without it, even the healthiest diet and most disciplined medication routine might not be enough. And here's the tricky part. Most people don't even know they're deficient. You might feel tired, weak, or mentally foggy and assume it's just aging. But behind the scenes, a silent deficiency might be working against your blood sugar goals. That's exactly what happened to Anita, a 67-year-old woman who had been doing everything by the book. She took her meds on time, skipped sweets, and even walked every evening. But her blood sugar refused to budge. It kept rising, and no one could figure out why. One day, her doctor ran a full blood panel, and the results were shocking. Her vitamin D levels were almost non-existent. "I didn't think it mattered," Anita admitted. "I thought vitamin D was just for kids and old bones." But after just a few weeks of supplementation, her readings began to improve. She felt more alert, her energy returned, and her blood sugar became more stable than it had in years. This isn't rare. Older adults, people with darker skin, or anyone who spends most of the day indoors is especially at risk. Our skin naturally loses its ability to make vitamin D with age, and sunscreen, though important, blocks production even further. So, how can you get enough? Sunlight is the best natural source. Just 15 to 30 minutes of morning or early afternoon sunlight on bare skin can do wonders. But if that's not possible, certain foods can help. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, egg yolks, fortified dairy or plant-based milk, and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. Still, diet alone isn't always enough, especially if your levels are already low. That's where supplements come in. Vitamin D3 is the most effective form, and many doctors recommend checking your blood levels before starting any dosage. In some cases, a weekly high-dose supplement is needed to bring levels back to normal. Ignoring a vitamin D deficiency means missing out on better blood sugar control, stronger immunity, and even improved mood. Don't let that happen. Check your levels. Talk to your doctor. And consider adding a little more sunshine on your skin and in your plate to your diabetes routine. Vitamin number 2, vitamin B12. If you're living with diabetes and taking metformin, there's something you may not know. Your B12 levels could be silently dropping every single day. And the scariest part? You might not feel anything until the damage is already done. Vitamin B12 is crucial for keeping your nervous system healthy. It supports red blood cell production, helps maintain energy, and protects against nerve damage, something diabetics are already at high risk for. When B12 runs low, symptoms like numbness in the hands or feet, tingling, fatigue, and even memory issues can creep in. But for many, the warning signs come too late. Take Robert, for example, a 62-year-old accountant who had been on metformin for years. He felt fine, until one day he started noticing a strange numbness in his toes. Then it moved to his fingers. He brushed it off as poor circulation or maybe just age catching up. But over time, walking became harder, and his concentration started slipping. His doctor ran some tests, and the results pointed straight to a severe vitamin B12 deficiency. Robert was shocked. "I thought I was careful with everything. My sugar, my meds, my diet. I didn't realize the very medicine keeping my sugar down was stealing something else my body desperately needed." And Robert isn't alone. Metformin, while excellent for blood sugar control, interferes with the absorption of vitamin B12 in the gut. That means even a balanced diet may not be enough. Over time, this can lead to worsening diabetic neuropathy, something that's hard to reverse once it sets in. So how do you protect yourself? Start by getting your B12 levels tested, especially if you've been on metformin for more than a year. Don't wait for symptoms to show up. Prevention is easier than treatment. When it comes to food, B12 is naturally found in animal-based products. Eggs, fish like tuna or salmon, dairy, and meat are excellent sources. But if you're vegetarian, vegan, or simply not absorbing enough, sublingual B12 supplements, the kind that dissolve under your tongue, can be a powerful option. These bypass the gut and absorb directly into the bloodstream. No digestion needed. In some cases, your doctor may recommend B12 injections if levels are dangerously low. The good news? Once you start correcting the deficiency, symptoms often improve and energy levels rise again. Don't let a silent deficiency rob you of your nerve health, focus, and vitality. If you're taking metformin or just want to stay ahead, make B12 a part of your diabetes strategy. Because protecting your nerves means protecting your freedom. Vitamin number 3, magnesium. Magnesium might not be the first thing you think of when managing diabetes, but it should be. This essential mineral plays a huge role in regulating blood sugar, improving insulin sensitivity, and keeping your nerves and muscles working properly. But here's the catch. Diabetics often lose magnesium through urine, especially when blood sugar levels are high. That makes deficiency not just possible, but likely. And the symptoms? They creep in subtly. Muscle cramps, fatigue, anxiety, even irregular heartbeats. You might chalk it up to aging or stress, but your body could be waving a red flag for magnesium. Let me tell you about James, a 62-year-old truck driver from Texas. He'd been living with type 2 diabetes for 12 years. His diet was decent, his meds were on schedule, but he always felt tired. His legs cramped during long drives, and he started feeling jittery without caffeine. He thought it was just part of getting older. But during a routine visit, his doctor ran a magnesium test. It came back low, very low. James started adding more magnesium-rich foods, like spinach, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, into his meals. He also took a daily magnesium glycinate supplement, recommended by his doctor. Within weeks, the cramps faded. His energy returned. Even his blood sugar readings improved slightly. His doctor told him, when magnesium's low, diabetes becomes harder to control. But when it's in balance, it's like the body breathes easier. That's the power of this overlooked mineral. So how do you know if you're low? Apart from cramps and fatigue, signs may include muscle twitches, insomnia, or poor blood sugar control despite your efforts. To raise your magnesium levels naturally, focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts like cashews and almonds, seeds like chia and pumpkin, and whole grains like brown rice and quinoa are all excellent sources. But keep in mind, modern diets and food processing strip away a lot of this mineral, and chronic stress can deplete it too. If you're struggling to get enough from food, magnesium supplements can help. Look for forms like glycinate or citrate, which are easier on the stomach and more easily absorbed. But always consult your doctor first, especially if you have kidney issues. Magnesium is more than just a mineral. It's a critical piece of your diabetes puzzle. Don't ignore it, because sometimes what's missing isn't another medication, it's a quiet mineral your body has been craving all along. Are you getting enough of these 3 essential vitamins, vitamin D, B12, and magnesium? They're not just nice to have. They're game changers for blood sugar, nerve health, and long-term diabetes control. Check your food labels, review your daily diet, and ask your doctor if it's time to test your levels. Because sometimes, managing diabetes isn't just about what you eat or which meds you take. It's about what your body is silently missing. Conclusion: which of these vitamins surprised you the most? Was it the silent nerve damage from low B12? Or the hidden blood sugar chaos from missing magnesium? Drop your answer in the comments. We'd love to know. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more science-backed diabetic tips that put you in control, one smart, simple step at a time.